All right. TSX, Canada's main trading index. Let's look at the monthly candle chart first and foremost. You gotta remove the noise, guys. Always be the boring guy. All your trading friends. Be the guy that says, guys, you're gonna get whipsawed. You're on the smaller time frames. Don't do that. Less action on the monthly, but God, look at these wicks, false breakdowns. Then you get whipsawed. The 12-month average going upwards. Noise. You really got to respect those monthly candle closes. All right. Stage 3 on the monthly candle chart. Broke down right here below this 15,360 level. Right here, this candle, October, monthly candle close below it. Pull back, starting to hit that resistance, that support right here. Previously defined support, a little further away. I trust it more when I've been testing it closer to the breakdown line. Bounce back up. If we zoom in on the weekly, daily, we'd see that we're touching this monthly defined support and resistance. Gapped up, close to the 12-month moving average. On that breakdown line, this would have been a good risk-reward entry. Right there. And after that, timber went down, closed below that bigger defining support. That's going to give us a bigger pattern. And after that here, we're pulling back. And now we're pulling back towards that bigger monthly defined pattern. Where's my targets, guys? See if that first target right here, or that smaller pattern, my line crooked. Okay, close, October close, below it, pull back up towards that breakdown line, and the next month, in December, reach that target right here. Beautiful. Right now, we're starting to define a bigger pattern. Measure move arrows, add it to breakdown line. Close below it. So even that pattern right now is in effect, this bigger top pattern. Going back down, that target has actually been reached. Now we're pulling back up. So are we starting to create a bigger pattern? Are these targets from this top pattern creating what could be an insane pattern? Let's check it out. Monthly candle chart. Look at the bigger picture. Wow, that'd be insane. Okay, I'm not sure we're quite there yet. So could this be a huge mega top pattern? Always use your imagination. And that target will bring me all the way down to that 9,000 level right here. So if ever the price action, these patterns, giving targets, 12-month average going back downwards, eventually hitting that monthly defined support, then after that bouncing back up to that monthly defined support and resistance, 12-month average keep going downwards and then go down. Then you'd have almost a head and shoulders pattern on the monthly candle chart, multi-year, 2013. And after that, break down below here. That's a crazy scribble, guys, but it's possible. And then it'd bring me down all the way to 9,000. And what's that? Well, look at that. 9,000 is... It's that... what I call a wall. This is the basing action of 2009. After that market crash in 2008. Previous resistance turned support and bring us all the way back down here, guys. So I like the symmetry of that target. I'm seeing that top pattern being formed, being created. Well, right now, we don't know yet if that's going to happen, but I'm using those monthly defined support levels, resistance levels, to see where I could be bouncing up and down. Wow. All right. Let's zoom in on the weekly. That's insane, Pat. You're crazy. Okay, lots of... where are my scribbles? Remove. Okay, I'll remove all drawing tools. Sorry. Go back on the monthly. Okay, here's my monthly defined bigger pattern. Here's my... Here's my other one. My support. And right here, my previous resistance turn support right here, what I call a wall. Okay, let's go back. So we're going to use these levels on the weekly to see where we could bounce off this hidden monthly defined support, monthly defined resistance, in addition to any weekly defined support, any weekly defined resistance we might have on the way. What do we have here, guys? Give me my arrows. Ooh. Huge red volume. Oh, increasing green volume, guys. So let's see how much steam this gets. You're starting to hit some weekly defined support and resistance. Even you closed above, guys. So we had a Friday close above that, went right through that. And now we're heading, you see his consolidation pattern, multi-week consolidation pattern, close below it. Price action continued down. But after that, getting close to that monthly defined support, bounce back up, closed above that weekly defined support and outturn resistance on increasing volume. This might have some more steam, guys. This is the monthly defined support tested previously, further away from the breakout line, might have less impact, less weight than this higher up monthly defined, closer to the breakdown line defined support and resistance. We're below the Ichimoku cloud. We're starting to define Ichimoku cloud defined resistance. We're definitely in a downtrend. So I don't know how high this is going to go, guys. Lower highs. Whoa. Lower highs, lower highs. So how high is this going to go? Are we going to go test all the way up here? Let that 30-week average catch up. This would be a good risk to reward entry right here. And then go retest that those previous lows. Retest that monthly defined support. That's how I look like. So you're still in a downtrend. The rally is impressive. It is on increasing volume. So you're going to have to wait for that to slow down. You're going to have to wait to see if you start turning around the corner. You're starting to outperform the SPX, so you don't want, might not be the best short, but you have to wait for the Mansfield Ultra Strength to start rolling over. You want to restart declining. Never short when the Mansfield Ultra Strength is going up. You want it to turn over and start declining, resuming its decline against the SPX. And then you'll know that you've turned the corner, that if the weight of evidence is telling you that monthly defined resistance is holding, that weekly defined resistance is holding, that you're below 30-week average, that all the other checks are there, and hopefully that you get that volume to slow down, guys. You don't want it crescendo green volume there. It's not a super duper good sign for the for that pullback. You want it to start losing steam, so we're gonna keep an eye on that. Right now, not a short. You're still these two levels right here. You really want to check that 1530 and that 15350. Those two handles. Keep an eye on that and expect a turnaround around these levels. If it goes back above, you're almost going back into a stage 3. That 30-week average, you're going to start. You might overcome it. Now you're not, instead of doing lower highs, you're going to start doing higher lows, at least at the short term. But until you So that's not what you want to see in a stage 4 decline. You want to see pullbacks. That's okay to give you a good entry, but you don't want it to start exploding to the and start giving those clues that pullback might be more than a pullback. It could be a start of a reversal. You don't want to get into that territory. You don't want to do the ostrich. You don't want to be blind to it. You have to recognize all those tools that helped you get into that stage 4 decline. Well, if they start unfolding and start disappearing, those clues that we're telling you to short, that's clues that you shouldn't be shorting anymore. It's not an A++ short anymore. So you got to really respect that. So right now we're still pulling back. Watch for these 2 levels. And that's it, guys. TSX, man. Pull back in progress. Keep an eye on it. Guys, thanks for watching. Ciao.